Tonight we report on a collision that closed Interstate 90 and a downtown street construction project nears completion in Soap Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Moses Lake Wrestling holds its season opening jamboree. The Chiefs girls basketball team is looking to make another deep postseason run. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, I'm Chaslyn Rodriguez. Lots of cloud cover towards Oregon will extend around our area, but how will it impact our Columbia Basin? I will have all the details for you in just a bit.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber1 News.
From the iFiber1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber1 News, and it starts now.
A man is serving a 6-year prison sentence after helping rob a Moses Lake convenience store last year. Daniel Gazka, a 19-year-old Moses Lake man, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to robbery and possession of heroin. Judge John Antos sentenced Gazka to 6 years in prison. Gazka allegedly helped Cruz Vasquez, a 21-year-old Moses Lake man, rob Junior's Economart on West Broadway Avenue in November 2013. Vasquez remains charged with 2 counts of robbery in the first degree for the Junior's Economart robbery and a robbery the day before at Toad's Astromart on Pioneer Way. Police reportedly discovered Gazka was involved with the second robbery after an informant told a sheriff's deputy a man named Chops was somehow involved, according to Moses Lake Police. Investigators linked the nickname to Gazka, who had been staying at a Moses Lake motel. After a tip about a black revolver in a Moses Lake motel room, police found Gazka along with 2 other people in the room. Officers also found heroin and a .38 caliber revolver in the room. In Gazka's SUV, they discovered clothing matching what the taller of the 2 suspects was wearing during the robbery. A building project is proving costly for Grant County, a project that was designed to save money. Reporter Cameron Probert has more information.
A Grant County project, which started as a way to save money, ended up costing more in the long run. The county spent roughly $750,000 to purchase the building at 254 West Division Ave in 2012. The building was purchased as a way to avoid constructing an estimated $1.5 million facility across the street from the courthouse for the Building and Planning Department. Since purchasing the building, the county has spent roughly $1 million fixing it, including removing asbestos, installing a new heating and air conditioning system, and new light fixtures. County Commissioner Carol Ann Swartz said the project had some unforeseen costs because asbestos was found and the heating and air conditioning system needed to be replaced. The building went through a renovation within the past 15 years, and the commissioners believe the problems were dealt with. For iFiber1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
A semi-truck changed lanes and collided with a car on Interstate 90 in Moses Lake on Monday morning. The collision blocked the highway as emergency crews investigated and cleaned up the area. Alonzo Valenzuela Acosta, a 37-year-old Washougal man, was driving a white 2012 Peterbilt semi-truck pulling 2 trailers. He reportedly changed lanes to the left and struck a green 1996 Subaru Legacy. According to the Washington State Patrol, Valenzuela Acosta was not injured and he received a ticket for conducting an unsafe lane change. Paul Tebb, a 37-year-old Vancouver, British Columbia resident, was driving the Subaru and was not injured in the collision. Tebb's passenger, Heather Dosher, a 33-year-old Medical Lake resident, was injured and taken to Samaritan Hospital. A teenager may have pointed a pistol at a Moses Lake police officer when they were ending a house party early Sunday morning. Police were called to a home in the 500 block of West Edgewater Lane for noise and a report of indecency. Police Captain Dave Sands said male teenagers were seen urinating outside. Nearly 20 teenagers were inside and began to run as officers arrived. A 16-year-old male was seen running from the house carrying a revolver, and officers began chasing him. The teen ran back into the house through the garage with police in pursuit. Several juveniles tried to obstruct the police. One officer pinned 2 teenage suspects to a wall, while a third officer tried to capture the 16-year-old as he ran out a door. When the teenager was temporarily pinned by the door, the revolver was aimed at the police officer detaining the other 2 juveniles. 5 juveniles were arrested, and the adult homeowner was issued a citation. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
Attention business owners. The deadline is fast approaching to advertise in the 2015 edition of the Moses Lake Local Book. Don't be the only business left out. In print or online, it's the best way to reach your customer when they're ready to buy. Call today to place your ad by calling 877-738-9829 or by visiting us online at www.statewideyp.com. The Moses Lake Local Book Telephone Directory. Simply the best advertising.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local community since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Hello everyone, I'm Chastelyn Rodriguez from your One News Weather Center, brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Cold temperatures remain around our area below the normal for this time of year with partly cloudy skies overnight. Those temperatures around the teens, but with those winds coming in from the north, it will feel much colder, around the single digits. And rain, snow, freezing rain may be possible Wednesday overnight, especially through the morning hours. And on Thursday, there is a 30% chance of a wintry mix around our area. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at the almanac within the past 24 hours. Maximum temperatures below the normal in the lower 30s and the low around 12 degrees. Definitely below the average for this time of year. It should be around the lower 20s with that sun setting at 4:09 p.m. And for Moses Lake, similar temperatures, maximum temperatures in the lower 30s. It should be in the upper 30s for this time of year. Record high around this time of year in 1975, 58 degrees. The low around 8 degrees. And is actually around that record low of 1985, which was 8 degrees. Sun setting at 4:09 p.m. And right now outside your door, our current temperatures around the lower 20s, mostly clear skies. That dew point around 13, and those winds coming in from the north around 9 miles per hour. And due to those winds, it will feel much colder. Not much cloud cover around our area, but lots of cloud cover will come through by Wednesday as the system approaches, bringing unsettled conditions towards our area Wednesday overnight into Thursday. That wintry mix may be possible. Showers towards the coastal area and a wintry mix towards the inland northwest and southern parts of the inland northwest. Let's take a look at those temperatures towards the coastal area from the lower 40s to the lower 50s. Partly cloudy skies towards the Yakima Valley. In the mid 30s, getting closer to towards the inland northwest. Those temperatures in the lower 30s. Mostly cloudy skies for Wednesday. And towards our Columbia Basin, those temperatures from the lower 30s to the mid-upper 30s. Moses Lake in the mid-30s and towards Alfreda in the upper 30s. Mostly cloudy skies for Wednesday afternoon. Bridgeport in the lower 30s towards Quincy in the upper 30s. Let's take a look at our extended forecast for the week. Wednesday, very cold in the upper 30s, below the normal. 36, another cold day for our air with that wintry mix is definitely a possibility. There is a 30% chance drier conditions are expected for the weekend, and temperatures return around the 40-degree mark for our area. Not much much change within the next few days. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be right back with sports.
You don't need me to tell you that 4 and all-wheel drive time is on its way. But maybe you didn't know your local Toyota dealers are gearing up for the season with special savings on our top-selling 4 and all-wheel drive models. From tough Tundra trucks to our best-selling CUV RAV4 or Benza, the perfect blend of all-wheel drive with safety and style. Plus many others. The bottom line is exceptional 4 or all-wheel drive savings just in time for winter. For full details on these and other savings, visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Moses Lake girls basketball is aiming for another deep postseason run. The team finished 5th at state last year. Do the Chiefs have what it takes to make the Final Four this season? Reporter Sean Wells caught up with Coach Matt Strophe to preview the season.
Lady Chiefs basketball is back on the court. After finishing 5th in 4A state last year, head coach Matt Strophe likes his team's balance of young and experienced players.
We returned 5 girls from last year's varsity team that finished 5th in the state of Washington at the 4A level. We bring in some new faces, some young faces that are incredibly talented. It can fill some roles pretty easily. We've got some.
Coach Strophe will rely heavily on his 4 seniors in what's always a tough Big 9 conference.
We have somebody like Avery Clark, a senior captain, this will be her 3rd year as a starter. She started as a sophomore and as a junior. McKenna Walker's the same way. She started as a sophomore and junior and now a senior. We have Alicia Overland, who's an incredible athlete, and she's been a contributor again as a sophomore and as a junior. So a special senior class, definitely.
Coach Strophe knows his team's expectations are high, but thinks the Chiefs are ready for the challenge.
So I definitely think the expectations are high and the target's on our back, but I think we're more than capable of handling those expectations and that target.
For iFiber One News, Sean Wells.
The Chiefs open the season with a non-league game at South Ridge tonight. Moses Lake wrestlers take to the mat this evening as they host their season-opening jamboree at 7. The Chiefs have their sights set high after finishing 2nd at state to Lake Stevens. Moses Lake dropped the team's championship to the Vikings by 16.5 points. The team graduated several state grapplers off of last year's squad that turned in its best finish in over a decade. Moses Lake does have state champ Trey Long coming back to lead the Chiefs. Cooper McCullough, who finished 2nd to Long, returns along with veteran wrestlers Chase Clausen and Hunter Mossoff. Moses Lake does have its work cut out if the team expects to repeat as Big 9 and District 6 champion. Coach Jaime Garza believes the team has the talent, drive, and desire to be among the best again this season. A Brazilian hospital says former soccer great Pelé has been taken out of intensive care. Officials say the 74-year-old continues to improve after undergoing kidney support treatment 5 days ago. Pelé remains off the hemodialysis treatment that was needed to support his only kidney. He will undergo another evaluation tomorrow. The 3-time World Cup champion was hospitalized November 24th. Pelé was diagnosed with a urinary tract infection that stemmed from a surgery to remove kidney stones November the 13th. We'll be right back after this.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious two-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said, sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Soap Lake's downtown revitalization project that's nearing completion. Reporter Jeff Chu headed downtown and has more.
Soap Lake's downtown revitalization project is nearing completion, with most of the sidewalk and street work completed. It's a project that's ongoing, according to Mayor Raymond Gravel and Downtown Revitalization Steering Committee Chairwoman Trudy Black. Gravel says once most of the work and landscaping is completed in the spring, then a full-blown dedication will be scheduled. The mayor wants to invite state and federal lawmakers and dignitaries to the ceremony, which, as planned, would be followed by a street dance. Yet to be installed are 25 lamp posts with energy-saving LED lights along Main Avenue between Daisy and Division Streets. The lamp posts were selected by the late Soap Lake arts advocate Brent Blake. A 50-foot flagpole is also awaiting installation on Main at the top of the hill, where an island has been built adjacent to the library.
This is going to transform, it already is, transform our little town into one of those communities that survives. It is funded by the Transportation Improvement Board to the tune of $2 million. It goes all the way from 2nd Division around to Main, and includes the First Avenue there by John's, where the street was just terrible, and all of that has been replaced. We have new sidewalks, new pedestrian amenities, and of course new pavement.
The project's whole idea is to draw new businesses, help existing businesses, and create a pedestrian-friendly, traffic-calming downtown Soap Lake.
The streets have been designed to meet the DOT standards of what they call complete streets. That means that it's safe for pedestrians, all types of transportation, cars, bikes. You'll notice that we restriped Highway 17. That's Daisy that goes through our town. It's now down to a single lane in each direction with a dedicated turn lane, dedicated bike lanes on each side, and proper width parking.
Businesses have been open since construction started. Gravel explained what is left to complete the project next year.
In the springtime is when the final details of the project will be completed. That will include landscaping, benches, bike racks, other pedestrian amenities. Those are not funded.
Money will have to be raised through the Downtown Revitalization Steering Committee's grant writing efforts. Trudy Black, who has led the steering committee for 2.5 years of planning, said the project is part of a city master plan drawn up nearly 10 years ago. She said volunteers will join this spring to landscape some 20 spaces along Main.
We want to see our community thrive. It's been actually losing population through the years. Businesses are dwindled next to nothing. So we're trying to call attention to ourselves and say, hey, we're here, we're fun.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
We'll be right back after this.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Clary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Are your kids rough on your furniture? Things looking a little run down? Then come to More Furniture in Ephrata and we can help get things back in order. We have all the top name brands made with strong quality support, including Sealy Posturepedic mattresses, because whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. The next time your furniture is in need of some replacing, stop into More Furniture in Ephrata, locally owned and trusted for over 100 years.
Welcome back. A woman is accused of injuring her 4-year-old son in an August crash when she was reportedly driving drunk. Prosecutors recently charged Cami Bena, a 25-year-old Auburn resident, in Grant County Superior Court with hit and run and DUI. Baina reportedly left a Coulee City trailer park on August 26th and crashed into a tree. A member of the Coulee City Fire Department allegedly saw the crash and went to help. He reportedly found a 4-year-old boy unrestrained and injured. After the firefighter took the boy out of the vehicle, Baina allegedly put the car into reverse and attempted to drive away, losing control and driving into a ditch. The boy was taken to Coulee Medical Center in Grand Coulee and was treated. A woman claimed she was trying to get money to pay a man who threatened her when she fled from police on November 25th. Prosecutors charged Tabitha Sanchez, a 43-year-old Moses Lake resident, in Grant County Superior Court with attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle and DUI. A Moses Lake police officer reportedly spotted Sanchez driving on Grape Drive at a high rate of speed. She allegedly ran a stoplight and slid across Valley Road and hit a curb as she was taking a left turn. The officer attempted to stop Sanchez. She allegedly continued driving at speeds between 40 miles per hour and 45 miles per hour and ran at least one more stoplight. Sanchez stopped in front of her home and was arrested. She reportedly told officers a man came to her home and demanded she pay a debt her dead son owed, and she was driving to her daughter's residence. In Northwest news, a book that was checked out at the library at Rogers High School in Spokane 65 years ago has been returned. The book was discovered by a man cleaning out his father's cellar last month in Maine. The copy of Gone with the Wind had the school stamp and library card in its pocket. The man, Wayne Hatchie, wrote to the school and offered to return the book as long as he didn't have to pay the overdue fee of 2 cents a day, which amounts to about $470. The school officials agreed and were glad to receive the book about a week ago. They found a photo of the girl who checked it out in 1949, but they don't know how it made its way to the East Coast. An unusual sight on Tuesday in San Francisco. Somehow, a man drove his vehicle onto the sidewalk of the Golden Gate Bridge and got stuck. Police say the man was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. He was taken to a local hospital for treatment of minor injuries. Engineers were eventually able to remove the vehicle from the bridge. A strange ending to a police chase in California, where a suspected car thief tried to escape on a skateboard, but the pursuit ended when another driver intervened. Reporter Brittany Hopper has the story.
Oh, he just crashed! A high-speed chase ends with the suspect crashing into cars. Then he takes off on a skateboard, then on foot. Our chopper was above it all. He's out on foot, he's running. The suspect continues to run down a sidewalk in Van Nuys when the driver in this red pickup truck hears the sirens and sees the suspect running, so he sprung into action.
Whoa! Who's that guy? It was just instinct, just to, block the guy off and, slow him down a little bit.
Lou Pizarro says he didn't think twice about trying to stop the suspect when he noticed police officers were chasing him.
The cops are doing their job and it's not easy, so every little bit of help that they can get from people like myself, it goes a long way.
Police say the suspect was wanted for stealing this black BMW. The suspect crashed into this woman on Sherman Way before taking off on foot.
I was scared. I was shaking.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.